Hey girls, it's Tuesday. Unfortunately, I don't have a full-fledged Hogwarts student costume like Lizzie does. I'm still working on finding the perfect Ravenclaw tie and sweater, but I do have this t-shirt, which I found at Blue Notes actually, so it's pretty great. I didn't even have to order it online. I'm really glad we're doing this Harry Potter week because I know all the other girls are super into Doctor Who and Legend of the Seeker and a whole bunch of other fandoms, which I like, but Harry Potter is definitely my #1 choice out of all the other fandoms. I am already signed up to pre-order Deathly Hallows Part 2 tickets, and I just finished rereading Book 7 to prep for the movie. Time for the questions. 1. Which house are you in? I am a full-fledged, no doubt about it, full-blooded Ravenclaw. There's no doubt in my mind that I could be in any other houses. I went through phases, like I'm pretty sure when I was like 15, 16, I could have been a Slytherin. And when I was a little kid, I was sure I was a Gryffindor. But the thing I love most is like reading and books and learning. Second question, what is your favorite book? My favorite book is Prisoner of Azkaban, book 3 in the series. I'm pretty sure book 3 was the first book I actually had to wait for when I read Harry Potter. It was either book 3 or 4 that I actually had to wait for. I think the reason why I liked book 3 most was because in the end, Harry finally had that sort of family bond with someone, and there started to be more conclusive answers about what happened in his past, and things started to get a bit darker and more serious in the books. The first 2 were kind of, I don't want to say fluffy, but they're not very dark, whereas the 3rd book with the Dementors really starts to hit a dark point in the Harry Potter saga. Also, I think it was really great that Harry was able to really explore his magical powers when he was able to learn how to do the Patronus. And of course, Lupin is obviously the best defense against the dark arts teacher that is in any of the books. I would like to say Mad-Eye Moody, but it wasn't actually him teaching the class, so. My favorite characters in order of preference is Luna Lovegood, Sirius Black, and then Fred and George. Probably Fred, I think, was my favorite. But Sirius and Luna didn't come until later in the series, so at the beginning of the series it was obviously Fred and George. They provided the perfect amount of laughter throughout the books. Then Sirius came along. I think I had a really big crush on him. I think that's what it was. He was brooding and mysterious, which was kind of attractive. And then of course, as soon as Luna Lovegood came into the series, I immediately was able to relate to her, and I love Ivana Lynch's portrayal of the character, and Luna Lovegood is obviously the best Ravenclaw. Favorite real life memory pertaining to Harry Potter was probably going to see Deathly Hallows Part 1 with a bunch of friends. I hate to admit it, but that was my first Harry Potter opening, and I've never been to a release party for the books. I never lived near a bookstore, so that was one thing. I relied very heavily on my parents to get me to these things, and they didn't want to take me. And I didn't have very many Harry Potter friends. Then for a while when I was a teenager, I didn't read Harry Potter anymore. I finished the 6th book, and then when the 7th book came out, I didn't even get it till Christmas. Like the summer of 2007, I think, was the book it came out. So much Harry Potter stuff happened. There was Wizarding Rock Band tours, there was a new movie out and the new book out. I think there's a documentary about that summer coming out pretty much. And I did not care at all. It had no interest to me. I got the 7th book because I had read the rest and I might as well finish the series. I'm totally into Harry Potter again though. I loved it as a little kid and I stopped liking it as a teenager, which I legitimately regret. I wish I'd been into it in 2007. Unfortunately, I don't have too many memories related to Harry Potter because of the fact that when I started hitting an age where I would be able to go and hang out with other Harry Potter fans because I was so young when it first started, I wasn't into it anymore. My Harry Potter story isn't as happy and fun as I would like it to be, but it's definitely improved over time, and I'm sure I'm going to force some sort of Harry Potter thing into my life even after the movies are done. I'll find something. Harry Potter ending is definitely one of the most bittersweet things that I've experienced in my lifetime. Once the movies end, it's gonna hit me like a rock, and I'm gonna have to read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or something like that. Anyway, I've rambled quite a bit in this video. I can't wait to hear the other girls' stories, so Candace, I'll see you tomorrow.